Okay. Am I back? Is it actually happening? I still technically am streaming. The internet died, but I am back. Cool, I'm back. Well, that was weird. My internet just went a whole and I didn't know what to do about it, so I just reset the whole router, and hopefully it won't do that again. Does anyone know how much we missed? Thought it was a recording. No, we still live. So yeah, my internet took the big old poop, and I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so I guess we'll just keep going. I feel bad for all the people that were watching that have since left because, yeah, my internet just took a big dump. God, am I even? Okay, yeah, I am live. Jesus, that's so weird. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Let's just go ahead and get back to it. I don't happen. My internet has been weird all day today, and it's actually frustrating. But we can just go ahead and get back into it. He wants to watch Matt live stream chess.
Just hurry up and do it!
Dude, I would be so bad at chess.
Okay.
So we were in the middle of something really intense.
Let me just...
That's why I hate that it just like crapped out on us like that.
Okay, I've got it. Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now! Right. No! Stop! Stop!
Get fucked. Pant.
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves, everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright. I guess we're good for now.
Yes. What about the anesthetic?
So intense the internet
How long will
broke.
it last?
So intense the internet took a big old crap.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical Six?
oh, not much. I probably know about as much as you do.
My poison,
All I've
whiskey
seen about
sour.
it is that newspaper article.
I'm just kind of sipping on it though, not trying to get drunk.
Why would I
That's the
lie
truth.
about that? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical Six too?
Let me just...
Yes, at least I think so.
What about you, Ryan? What are you drinking? So what kind of virus is Radical 6?
What are you doing?
I turned and followed Timioji's gaze. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Apparently she had been the one to take it away from Quark. The longer I looked at her, however, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him, or for some other, more sinister reason. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quark had a moment ago than I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? Hey, are you feeling okay?
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand? All of humanity is going to die. The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Wait. Alice? And she's gone. We were all too stunned to even try to restrain her. We just stood there as she spun around and leapt through the door. Damn it. I shook myself and took off after her. But those few moments of hesitation have put too much distance and too many doors between us. Shit, which way did she go? Right, left. Gonna shower, we'll have this in the background, Jesus Christ. I was still trying to decide when everyone else poured out of the infirmary.
You lost her.
Yeah, I don't know which way she went.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly. She can't have gotten too far.
Right.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood?
Gotcha.
Tenmyoji, I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah. I stay here. Got it.
All right, let's move, people. Get going.
Advised command was scattered, filtering off into different doors. As I ran, I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet. No one here, huh? Damn, where did she go? No point in complaining, I just need to look somewhere else. I turned and headed toward the exit. Dude, Alice fucking bailed. She fucking yoinked on out of there. Ugh. Archives. We haven't been to the archives yet, have we? We haven't been to that bee garden place they were talking about either. Huh, so this is the archives, huh? Kate, Quark, and Alice search this room. Damn, nothing here either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. She loses it like Quark did and no one's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to try the garden where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio had gone after passing through their door. The bee garden. First thing I noticed when I stepped inside was the smell. Plant life was growing everywhere, and the air was filled with the fresh scent of its growing, underlay with sweet, dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. While the air outside had been dry and harsh, and here it was warm and wet like a forest after a spring rain. Just like Clover said, plants and stuff everywhere. I walked slowly down the path, still slightly stunned. Most of the facility had been cold, dull metal, but this room is positively verdant. Man, hard to believe that there's something like this here. What the hell is this even for? As strange as the garden was, Alice needed to be my priority. I reined my thoughts back in and continued down off the path and into the grass. I'd only gotten a few steps when I stopped short. Oh.
Oh, there you are.
Alice.
Good. I'm glad you showed up.
She's not.
I just
huh?
got here a minute ago.
She's not dead.
She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to take her to the infirmary.
Then she's alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here.
What? Huh.
Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right.
Wait, hold on. There's something I need to tell you. Just stay calm.
What?
Look to the right.
My right? Or your right?
Your right.
What the hell? This is a bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Put the number on
Yay!
the side.
It says 1. The one in the crew quarter said 3. Shit! Then there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a number 2 bomb out there somewhere.
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it! That means we're talking about an explosion the size of 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who said it?
Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio investigated the garden. There's also a chance someone else said it. Anyone could have come here after they left and before we showed up. Anyway, we need to move Alice. Help me out here.
Alice was lighter than I expected, and Fi and I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot. I like that word, trot. Good word.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this.
What is supporting her boobs?
The
I don't
Atom has
get it.
finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Cool! Fi had called everyone else back after I brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no.
No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. It's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though.
No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please! Please don't die! I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Jesus. Oh, this is getting sad. Gulliver wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand there and watch uncomfortably.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
What about Alice and Quark?
I guess we're just gonna have to leave him behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover.
I'm staying here! Like heck, I'm gonna leave Alice all alone!
She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soparil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark.
I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Whatever. She can do what she wants.
Huh?
I see. Dio and Tenmyoji's opponent in the next AB game is Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally, which I don't think I need to mention would be pretty favorable for Dio. If she stays, he's got an easy round.
Whoa, what are you saying? You think I'm gonna choose betray?
Yeah, I do. Am I wrong?
Yes. Of course I'm gonna pick ally. For one, Tenmyoji's gonna be in there with me.
Didn't he choose ally last time?
I can't just ignore his opinion and make my own choice, right?
I mean, you can.
No, I won't be going. I can't leave Quark here when he's like this. I'll be staying, just like Clover.
Hey, come on now, what is this?
Knock it off, Dio. He's too smart to let you make a scapegoat out of him.
Damn.
What the hell? Why are you so suspicious of me?
Yes?
What if Dio stays behind too? If Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio all don't vote, then everyone allies, right?
Oh, you don't know?
Know what?
This. You didn't find a note like this one?
Huh? Wait, what's this?
We found it in the archives.
Well, there sure as hell wasn't anything like that in the garden.
We didn't find one in the control room either.
Interesting. Apparently only the archive had one.
What does it say?
Why don't you read it for us, Sigma?
I took the note from him and, still slightly confused, began to read. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You see? At least one member of each trio must vote. Otherwise...
That means Kay has to vote. Quark and Alice certainly aren't in any condition to. If he doesn't, all 3 of them are screwed.
Wait a second. Kay's got 6 BP right now. His opponent is gonna have to default to ally. That means if Kay chooses betray, he's gonna have 9 points.
You needn't worry. I have every intention of choosing ally.
He wouldn't do it.
Oh, give me a break. You expect us to just swallow your bullshit?
Oh dear. Dio, please, think for a moment. You do realize that Alice currently only has 1 BP, don't you? If I were to betray her, what would happen?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I am not so therefore, I would definitely choose ally.
I'm not so desperate to escape that I'd be willing to kill, therefore I will choose
Indeed,
ally.
I really have no choice. Unless, of course, I wish to become a murderer.
I mean, we kind of have to trust him.
5 minutes
We don't-
remain.
we have no
until
choice.
Ambidex game polling closes.
We don't have time to argue about this. There's only one solution. Clover, you're going to have to go vote for us.
Huh?
What does that mean?
What, did I use big words? It means this!
I've never seen someone move that fast before, let alone someone as old as Tenmyoji. In the blink of an eye, he covered the few feet between himself and Dio and slammed a closed fist into the other man's chest. Damn! Dio fell to his knees, wheezing for air. Tenmyoji waited half a second to make sure he was down and turned to look at Clover.
He's not gonna stay down forever. Get out of here, Clover!
But...
You and Kay are in the same position now. I've only got 1 BP, just like Alice.
Interesting.
Damn! We kind of have a weird stalemate.
So long as Tenmyoji doesn't vote, Clover's only choice is to choose ally.
Admittedly, there is a chance she might kill me.
Are you saying you trust me with your life?
That's about the size of it. What the hell are you standing around for? Get! You don't need to worry about Alice. I'll keep a good eye on her, I promise. Now get moving! You still don't trust me.
No, that's not it at all. I trust you, I just...
3
Tenmyoji's got a weird thing with
minutes
trust, doesn't he?
until Ambidex game polling closes.
We need to go.
Come on. Okay, take care of Alice.
She'll be fine.
That seemed to finally satisfy her, and we were off. We ran as fast as we could, leaping through doors and tearing through rooms on our way back to the warehouse. I have 6 BP, right? I have 6 BP, right? I have 6 BP, right? And my opponent is Luna. right? Everyone ready?
Yeah.
You've all got moon cards, right?
Yes, we do.
Good. Then let's go. I got 6 BP, right? And I'm going against Luna. 4 AB gates yawned open as we swiped our cards. The 5th one, the one Dio had opened, stayed empty. The 6th, which would have been Alice's, remain unopened. And then we all went to rooms. What is it?
You're going to choose ally, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Of course we are.
You promise?
Sure. I promise.
Cross your heart?
Cross my heart.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt if you double-cross me.
Don't sweat it. I'm a man of my word. 5 frowned but said nothing, disappeared into her own AB room, the second from the left. Luna and I nod to one another and head for the last one, the leftmost room. Oh, we're not going against Luna, we're going against Phi. Oh, I have to choose Betray. I have to choose Betray. Phi is most definitely going to choose Betray. And that would give 5 to 9 BP, right? Because Luna got Ally last time, so she currently is sitting pretty at 5. So Phi has no risk of killing anyone. Phi is most definitely going to betray me. The question is, if she betrays me, she's going to automatically escape. Phi will choose Ally. You guys think Phi will choose Ally? I think Phi's going to betray me.
One minute remains until Amberdex
Couldn't you leave
game
now?
polling
No.
closes.
So Phi and I both currently have 6 BP. Meaning that if one of us chooses Betray, it's gonna get crazy. Because if I choose Ally and Phi chooses Betray, she automatically gets out. She's thinking the same thing. If I choose Betray and she chooses Ally, I have the option to automatically get out. With the way Phi thinks, I'm almost positive she's going to choose a Betray. The question is this. Will Phi leave if she gets 9 BP? That's the question more than is Phi going to choose Betray. Because Phi is definitely going to choose Betray. I'm saying that right now. That is the prediction I'm making. However, does that matter? That's the question. That's the question. Does that matter? Ooh, that's the tough one right there. I'm very certain she's gonna choose Betray. There's no doubt in my mind. But do I think she'll double cross us by leaving early? I don't think so, to be honest. I think Phi would choose Betray, get the 9 BP, and then hold on to that 9 BP. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. God, I don't know. This one's hard. This one's really hard. Here, let's see what Luna has to say.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? I promised. I said I'd choose Ally.
Yes, but Phi has 6 BP. If she betrays us...
Yeah, she'll have 9 points, I know.
Right.
What do you think we should do, Luna?
It's your decision, Sigma. I'll be in the same position either way.
Wow, way to flake. What?
You have 6 BP too, don't you? That means if we betray Phi, and she chooses Ally...
Then I would have 9 points.
Yes. You see? In either case, I could end up with someone in my group reaching their goal.
20
seconds.
We don't have any time left. You have to make a choice.
Are you sure this is okay with you?
Yes.
Alright. I turn to face the machine.
10 seconds remain.
You know what would make this so much easier? Okay, you know what would make this so much easier? And here's my... Ooh. I just had an uncomfortable thought. Here it is. Phi was the one that suggested. That Clover... No. Timioji wanted Clover to go, but Fi was the one that suggested that... No, wait, no. My question is this. If we wanted this to be an easy game, why didn't Fi and I just stay out of the voting booth? And just let Luna do whatever the fuck she wanted to do? Because it doesn't matter if she betrays us. And it doesn't matter if she allies. Because she currently has 5 BP. So there wouldn't really be a reason to betray us, because that would leave her with 8. So she would... In theory, the logical choice would be to ally. Because it's not like you're gonna get out either way. We should have just let Luna into the room alone. What am I gonna choose?
9, 8, 7.
Ally or betray?
6, 5, 4.
Oh, this one's hard. This is impossible.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, this one's hard. This is a hard one. For the most part, they've been black and white. This is a hard one. If Luna's alone, then Fi would be at ease a bit. We would all be at ease. Yeah, this one does suck. I was tempted to cheat and look at the flowchart and see which one was longer, but I'm not gonna do that. See, here's the thing. I'm trying to think of this. The reason why I'm making this harder than it has to be, there's 2 ways to think about this. The first way is just a video game. It doesn't matter. I will get to replay whatever timeline I want, so it doesn't matter. So I get to choose whatever I want. But I'm thinking of it in the second way, which it makes it more fun. If I was actually in this fucking situation and I didn't know that time skipping or going down the flowchart was a thing, what the fuck would I choose in real life? Knowing, absolutely knowing, that if someone makes it out that door, I am dead. It's gotta be betray. It's gotta, when you, it's the,
Round
this,
2
okay,
of the Ambidex
here's
game
the funny thing.
has been completed.
You guys talk about how this game would be so much easier if everyone wasn't an asshole. Let me just put it this way. Why wouldn't you be an asshole? That's what's fascinating about the AB game. This is what I love about the AB game. Why wouldn't you be an asshole? You are locked in a fucking facility with 9 other people that you don't even fucking know. And worse, some of them do know each other, which means some of them are allying with each other. Quark and Timioji, automatic ally. Alice and Clover, automatic ally. I have no one except this girl that I woke up with who is suspicious as fuck. And now we both have 6 BP, meaning if she chooses betray and I choose ally, she will probably leave. And I will die in this fucking place with a bunch of people that I don't even like. This is what I love about Virtue's Last Rewards. Because I bet 5 chooses betray as well, so nothing happens. This is what I love about Virtue's Last Rewards. Because other death games, like Danganronpa. Well, Danganronpa still hits. It hits from a character perspective. It's weird. While Danganronpa makes you feel bad when other characters die, you yourself never really feel a sense of urgency because the story is on a track. It's on one track. You know that whatever happens, happens. You know your main character is more than likely going to make it to the end, except for Danganronpa. Won't spoil that. Except for one of them, I should say. You know your character's going to make it to the end. So, like, there's no stakes. If you take Virtue's Last Rewards seriously and you think about it from oh, this isn't a video game. Let me think about it from the perspective of Sigma himself. This game is hard as fuck. And that's what I love about it. Even Your Turn to Die, which is a great death game, takes kind of the Danganronpa route of not, am I gonna make it? It's more like, is my team gonna make it, you know? Oh, God. The AB game, out of any death game I've ever played in my life ever, this is the one I wouldn't want to be in. Because all the other ones are just kind of like, hey, if I die, if I die. Danganronpa, I just lock myself in my room all the fucking time. But this one sucks.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex.
Bruh. Lou and I stepped out of our AB room a little later than the others. They were already gathered in front of the projection awaiting the announcement of the results.
So, you chose Betray?
Yeah, I
did. Did you do it to protect yourself? Were you worried that Phi might choose Betray?
I didn't protect myself. If I got 9 BP, let me tell you this. In this game, if I myself got to 9 BP, I would not head out that door. I wouldn't. Until it became very... I would be on my guard constantly. Knowing that I had 9 BP, everyone else knowing I had 9 BP, they'd want to kill me. I'd earn a lot of trust by not immediately pressing the lever, but they're going to be on my ass, and if one of them's a killer, which one of them is, they're going to want to kill me. So I'd have to be with at least 2 people at all time. I'd have to be on my guard for the rest of the game. But I'd rather be on my guard for the rest of the game sitting pretty with 9 BP than Phi getting 9 BP and immediately bailing on me. That's a pretty good question. I'm not sure myself why I did it.
Well, we should go see the results. I want to see how Kay and Clover voted.
Right, let's go then. Now, I will say this. One important thing to note is Sigma is not an outlet for the player character. Just like Junpei, they are their own character.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be
with their
displayed.
own set of morals.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Dude, Phi's gonna be pissed. Ally, ally. Ally, ally. Betray. Ally! Oh shit, she did it! Even if you get 9 BP, you don't have to leave, but you put a target on your back.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your
she picked
updated
ally.
bracelet points.
Okay.
Well played, Sigma.
Okay, Phi? Maybe I overthought it a bit. But it wasn't malicious. Yes, yeah, Carter, you did call it. Good job, man. Okay, Phi, listen. Phi, listen, come on.
I
Phi.
guess a promise means a lot to you.
What was I supposed to do? I had nothing to say. She was right, I'd broken a promise.
Why did you do it? Nothing to say. I guess I misjudged you. I thought you were better than this. That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do. Elapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
What the fuck did you just say to me? What's that?
A Latin proverb.
What does it mean?
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Jupiter is a Roman god.
Yes.
Actually, he's kind of the Roman god.
Yes, it's Zeus.
He's
Keep
in charge
going.
of all the others. Not even Jupiter, the ruler of the gods, can take back what's been done.
That's fair, but have you considered that I'm not bailing on you? Have you considered the fact that I'm not bailing on you?
You did something bad. You're not gonna get a chance to take it back.
I will say this. The interesting... No, because Zero Jr. specifically states that the game will keep going until someone opens the door. Meaning we will keep doing AB games until someone opens the door. I get it. I get why someone would be mad that I betrayed them. However, logically speaking, wouldn't having 9 BP and not immediately opening the door gain me more trust than everyone else can possibly have? I have the power to kill everyone at any time, and I'm not doing it. Couldn't you go above 9 BP? In theory, yeah. I turned away from Fi. I couldn't stand to look at her anymore. In front of me were Kay and Clover. Their eyes bored into me with cold disapproval, and I looked away. They both chose an ally as a promise. The only person who betrayed anyone was me! The only person with 9 BP was me! Little wonder I wasn't very popular.
What do you intend to do?
You aren't thinking about trying to open the number 9 door, are you?
Okay, see, I wouldn't, but let's see what Sigma does. For a moment, I considered the unthinkable. Could I break through them and reach the door? Once I was through, I'd be out of the game and free from their judgment, but... no, I couldn't do that. How could I possibly justify leaving them all behind so I could escape on my own? Why had I chosen Betray? In my memory, it seemed like an almost flippant choice, as if I'd just been curious to see what would happen. If betrayal was what I wanted, I should have made that choice with commitment. But there I was, and I couldn't turn back. Even if I didn't try to open the number 9 door, they would all be suspicious of anything I did. Trust is easy to break and hard to repair. Unless I could somehow turn back the clock, I was stuck with the consequences of my actions.
Elapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
How could I do something that was so beyond the reach of the god? Why hadn't I just chosen an ally? What would be happening to me right now? What if? Then Fi spoke and I blinked.
Sigma, we're just doing this to be safe. We can't let you run around with 9 BP. I'm afraid you're going to have to sleep for a little while, okay?
Huh? I started to turn around, but it was already too late. I felt a heavy hand slam into the back of my neck. I hate these characters. And then everything went dark. I hate them all so fucking much. Game over! What, did they fucking kill me? What do you mean, game over? They said they were gonna knock me unconscious. Did they just fucking kill me? Those bastards just fucking murdered me! What the fuck?! Did they just fucking murder me? Oh my god. I expected a target to be painted on my back, but I didn't think they would all just group fuck me. Group gangbang me to death. Are you kidding me? They fucking kill me? Because I got 9 BP? I wasn't even going for the door. I was just standing there. Bro, they just murdered the shit out of you. You remember when fucking Kay got 9 BP and he just ran for the exit and we're all just like, yes. Let him do this. We won't go after him. This is fine. You remember when that happened? No, they just fucking murder me. They just murder me. I was even going for the door and they just fucking killed me. Jesus, fuck people. That's why I don't trust them. They wonder why I chose Betray. They wonder why I chose Betray and then they fucking kill me. Oh my god. Okay, well, that was interesting. I guess we'll, I wish I could say the person that you went through the door with. Because this is Alice. This is Luna. This would be the Tenmyoji route. Oh, well, I fucked up. Everyone just fucking let Kay go, but they just goddamn murder me. Jesus, people. I didn't mean to do this, obviously, and I can't skip it. It's like the one thing I can't skip for some reason. Alright, flowchart. Alright, back to this bullshit. So it looks like these are the longest routes. No, this is the longest route, but we can't go. We have to get the password. So this is the second longest route. These two right here. I'm not, okay, so even though I'm looking at the flowchart, I'm still gonna do what I would feel like I should do in the moment. Because we're gonna have to hit all these flowchart branches eventually. Okay, I guess if you'll fucking murder me about it, I'll go back and choose ally. Jesus, people. Good God. If I knew you guys were gonna fucking kill me, I wouldn't have done it. I thought you people were logical.
That was not a smart move, Sigma.
Oh.
I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do. A lapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Sigma's remembering the other timeline. Interesting. Interesting how that works.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
God, fuck you guys. I hate y'all so much.
You chose ally, right?
Yeah, because you're gonna fucking kill me if I
Are
don't.
you sure that was okay?
I have no choice. Yeah, of course. Fi did
You
too.
sound pretty sure of yourself.
Fi did too. Oh, it's not confidence. I already know.
What?
Let's just have a look, shall we? We'll know pretty quick whether I knew anything or not.
Okay, let's go.
This is gonna make me mad. Alright.
Results from please
No, I can't skip this. Okay. Alright, well, she allies. So, I guess we'll all ally then. Ally, 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 ally. You fucking... You raggedy bitch. You fucking bitch.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What the hell, Fi? Why'd you choose Betray? You chose Ally before.
I see. So you remember it too. The other round 2.
What? That wasn't even close to the response I'd expected. It felt anticlimactic. Hey, hold on a minute here. You know? You remember how I chose Betray last time in round 2?
Yeah, of course. Why do you think I chose Betray this time? Don't you remember what I said? That I'd make you pay?
Yeah, I do remember that, but I think I kind of paid when you killed me. Then this is you make me pay.
Yes.
Wait, no, that didn't make any sense. Something wasn't right. How could we both know about an earlier round 2? How could there have been an earlier round 2? Was it some sort of alternate history? What the hell was I thinking? That was a conspiracy theory shit. Even if there was some sort of alternate timeline or universe or whatever, there was no way I could know what had happened in it. No way I could know. At least I didn't think there was any way I could know. But if I could, then how? I remember Fi choosing Ally, then scowling at me when I broke my promise and swearing revenge.
That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do.
Why did I know that? Perhaps more importantly, why did Fi remember it? What the hell did any of this mean? Suddenly I realized I wasn't alone. I looked up to see Luna, Clover, and Kay. They all began to speak at once.
What happened?
Why did you choose Betray, Fi?
Hey, why don't we kill Fi? Everyone thought of that?
Yeah, you're the only one who didn't vote ally.
Yeah, fuck you, Fi. Fi looked away and scowled. For several long moments, her eyes stared off into the distance, and I could almost see her mind working. Finally, she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now. So sorry, but I'm out of here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do I really have to explain it? I'm leaving. Through the number 9 door.
Hey, wait! I scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms out.
You're in my way. Move.
No, I'm not letting you go. What happened to you? I didn't think you were the kind of person who ditched the rest of us just so you could get away.
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies. For me, I guess it was the part that cared. I don't think you have even the slightest idea what that feels like.
Betray your... Wait, you're saying...
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No, I'm not moving.
I see. Then you leave me no choice.
As she spoke, 5 bent down. Is anyone gonna kill her? You killed me. Then shot up in the air and over my head. I spun around to see her hands. See her stay next to the number 9 door, her hand on the lever. You...
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the lever.
Plaudite, acta est fabula.
What the hell's that?
That's Latin. Applaud. The play has ended. That's what it means. See you later.
Wait, stop! I felt myself speaking before I even knew what my words were. Elapsum simul occasionum non ipse protest Jupiter reprehendre. I don't remember how she pronounced that. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Are you sure that's how you want it to end? What about the Nonary game? Zero, the bombs. We still don't know the truth about any of it. If you leave now, we never will. Is that really what you want?
Fine.
Fi slowly let go of the lever. Look, I'm sorry about betraying you. I'm honestly not even sure why I did it.
Forget about it. This time you chose ally and I chose betray. I think we're even.
What are you talking about?
When did you betray her? Are you talking about round 1?
No. We're gonna talk about round 1 where...
Just drop it. There's no point. I doubt they'd understand even if you did tell them.
Yeah, you're right.
Huh? I don't get it.
Well, at least it seems Fi has decided to remain.
You've really changed your mind?
Yeah, I'll stick around a little longer. Like he said, I can't leave until we figured out what's going on.
They fucking killed me when I had 9 BP. Oh, we're just gonna ignore that you all fucking killed me? Jesus. The AB game will continue until someone opens the number 9 door. If someone reaches 9 BP and doesn't open the door, the game will keep going.
Oh man, that's a relief. Please don't scare us like that again.
Christ.
The Ambidex gates have closed.
Lock number 8. Oh, so this was a lock. So yeah, the locks are open when we find the correct corresponding information in the other timelines. This lock was opened because we betrayed Fi here and she said that Latin phrase.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game will start. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Hello, everyone. So, keep going down this path. I don't know why I brought the shaker into this room. I don't know why I didn't just bring the glass out of the room. But we're all just doing random things today.
The Ambidex.
So yeah. No set usage on the limited star keys. As many times as we want.
As long as you have the star keys,
we already
you can play the AB
technically
games
have never
many
done it
times
before,
as you
even though
want.
we definitely have done it before.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a...
Yeah.
Oh,
We won't be able to play
Zero G.
continually. We'll get the star keys. Yep. Oh yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm a red solo.
I'm a magenta pair.
Me too.
That means we'll be a team this time. I think we'll do great.
Yeah.
Aw.
Who's gonna be my partner then? I'm a cyan pair.
They do not appear to be here. I, for instance, am a yellow pair.
Huh. Wait a second. Luna and Clover are a magenta pair. Fi's a cyan pair and Kay's a yellow pair. Who the hell am I supposed to partner up
The
with?
cyan pair, I imagine.
Vi and her mysterious partner.
How do you figure that?
Sigma, what colors are added together to create cyan?
Green and blue, right?
What color would you get by adding your red to that?
Red, green, and blue would be white.
Exactly.
So you're saying the next set of chromatic doors are going to be white?
Yes,
How do you know?
because I have seen them. After leaving the archives, we found a warehouse very similar to this one. In it was a set of white doors. Well, to be precise, a set of doors which radiated white light.
Yeah, I saw him too. After we were finished in the garden, we went.
Yeah. Oh my god, please, you don't have to show me this. You don't have to show me how they all got there. Please, ma'am. Please stop.
They had the same. I'm one.
Yeah. The
Yes,
white
if we'd ex-
doors. I wonder what color
As
they
far
are.
as pairs go, we're missing a cyan and a yellow.
If Sigma's a red solo, then we should have a green solo and a blue solo back in the infirmary.
Well, I'm going back to the infirmary. Kind of worried about Alice and Quark.
I'll go too.
As will I.
Oh, that's right. Wait, guys, something I need to tell you.
What is it?
Go on.
I'm gonna say something earlier, but I guess there was just so much other stuff going on. I looked at Fi. She nodded back. See, the truth is, there's another bomb.
What?
Oh no!
You found another bomb?
Yes.
Where?
In the garden.
No, that's not possible. We didn't see anything like that.
Could you have missed it?
No, no way. We checked every part of that room.
There's a number on this one too. It said 1. Since the one we found in the crew quarters said 3 on it, well...
You think there might be a third bomb out there somewhere?
I think there's a good chance.
Very well. We should split up and find this other bomb. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if we do find it, what are we supposed to do?
That is a concern for later. At the moment, our primary concern should be finding it.
You can't fight an enemy you can't see, after all.
Precisely.
All right, I'll head back to the infirmary and let everybody else know.
Please.
How about we set a time to meet back here, just in case? The time we have left until the chromatic doors open is...
Quite a bit, actually.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
You good, Ryan?
I think approximately half of that should be enough. When we have 1 hour remaining, we should meet back at the infirmary. Acceptable?
That sounds...
Right, I'll tell the others too.
Good. Let's go. Oh, I'm so tired of this map. I'm so tired of it. Oh. Fi and Sigma in really good spots right now. Well, Fi has 9 BP and she chose not to leave. Sigma now has 4 BP. must be. So these are the white doors that Kay and Clover were talking about. Yeah, that's the lock thing. No question, these are chromatic doors, I guess.
So it seems.
Ah! What did you...
I've been here the whole time.
Seriously? I didn't notice you at all.
Oh, I guess your hearing's starting to go. How sad.
Ugh. So what do you want? Why are you stalking me?
I'm not stalking you. I just followed you here.
That's pretty much the same thing. But how did you do it? You were totally silent. Are you Batman?
I already told you I'm not. Remember? Back in the AB room when we met?
Yeah, actually... You also jumped super high all the way up to the ceiling.
Right. Aren't you curious about that graffiti?
Alright, way to dodge subject. Graffiti? I already did this. Oh yeah, that. Memento Mori, the ninth lion ate the sun. Did the kid write that or what?
Why do you say that?
Well, he managed to spell ninth wrong. Puts an E in there.
You're right.
And again, maybe it means something.
Do you know what it means? The Latin part.
Hey now, give me a little credit. Even I know what Memento Mori means. You see all over the place. As far as I know, it translates to something like be aware of death or remember your mortality. Never forget that we all die someday. I guess it's some sort of cautionary thing?
What about the other part?
It's exactly what it says in the tin, right? Some sort of conditional about lions and suns. Anything come to mind?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. What about you?
Me? Well, let's see. Memento Mori, the ninth lion ate the sun. Repeating the words over and over in my head, but nothing. Whatever they meant, it was beyond me. Perhaps Phi.
Huh?
Latin. Don't you know Latin? Maybe you can figure out more of it.
Well, I know a little. More than most people, I guess, but I'm not an expert.
Oh, how'd you know that phrase? Elepsum, simul occasionum, non ips potest Jupiter rehepid. Oh, I can't do it.
Oh, that. That's from...
I can't do it at all.
This.
She unpinned the brooch from her chest and so she spoke and held it out to me. I hesitated for a moment, then took it.
Look at the back.
I turned it over. Huh. So I guess the I is pronounced like a J in Latin, huh?
Yeah.
What is this?
A memento of my late mother. Well, I guess it's something like a memento.
What do you mean?
She died right after I was born. I was raised by foster parents and they told me where the brooch had come from. Apparently, it was the only thing my mother had left behind.
What about your father?
Don't have one. I guess you could say I was a bastard. I never saw his face, and I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's alive.
Oh. I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I just handed her back the brooch.
That phrase got to be almost like a prayer for me. Whenever I had to make a tough decision, I'd say it to myself. Sometimes I'd just repeat it over and over like a chant. Before long, I had it memorized. Got me interested in Latin, and I started studying the language. Elopsum simul occasionum non ipsi protest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Sounds nice, doesn't it? But it seems kind of funny now. I mean, look at us. We've done what Jupiter can't. We can find our lost opportunities. That's why I followed you here.
Damn, this is
Thought it
such
would
an
be a good
important
idea to
timeline.
talk to you about all this. Alone.
Yeah, I agree.
There's something else we need to do too, though.
Find the number 2 bomb.
Exactly. So we should get going. I'm pretty sure the bomb isn't in here. There's nowhere to hide it. So...
You're saying we should go somewhere else?
Yeah. Well, come on, don't just stand there. We need to get a move on.
Without waiting for a reply, she turned and started towards one of the exits. I followed. I love this game because almost every route has some sort of important-ish to reveal. In fact, this whole reveal that they can time skip hop is not really that important of a reveal, considering, you know, that was kind of the premise of the original 999 game. Archives! I guess them realizing it is interesting. They did a lot quicker than Junpei did. The archives. Good place to hide a bomb. Now where the hell do we start looking?
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
So what about the Jupiter stuff?
We can talk while we look. Now get started.
I turned to a corner of the room and began to look while Fi spoke.
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to. Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time.
Oh god, she's
no,
gonna...
sorry. Through time isn't really accurate. It's more like we move through worlds.
She's gonna fucking...
Yes.
Whew.
I don't mean physical planets in this case.
It's about an exposition
Talking
dump.
about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
What?
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
No. Well, kind of. I think I've heard of it once or twice.
Oh, well, I'll just explain it. Let's say, I don't care what it is, but could you move? Scratch your head, cross your arms, put your hands on your hips.
I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did what she asked. Others. Blow a kiss, tap dance, moonwalk. I'm gonna blow a kiss. Mwah, mwah. Go feelings, touch her heart. She dodged them, that's cold.
You did something gross just now, didn't you? But you could have chosen to tap dance or moonwalk.
Tap dance? Moonwalk?
Details don't matter. Just talking about possibilities here. Now, maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things. All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another. The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now. Every moment you make a decision,
Good God.
another universe branches off, on and on into infinity. Each of those branches is an alternate world. A world where a version of you did something different. Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices? What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group? What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her?
I'd probably be a lot better place.
What if? What if? But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things anyway? That's the many worlds interpretation in a nutshell.
Gotcha.
I've simplified it a lot. Doesn't have to be human actions, though. I just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp. The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee, the movement of a microorganism, even fluctuations in air temperature. All these can change history.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second here. I'll let microorganisms slide, but there's no way that air is conscious of anything.
Can you say for sure that you are?
What?
All of your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. If we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet. Are those atoms and electrons still you making a decision at that level? How different are you from the air? I'd say not much. Human existence is just one part of reality. Falling in a tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America.
Falling in love is like a tulip blossoming.
See what I'm saying? The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter. That's where history happens. That's where universes branch out.
Huh. Cool.
Hey, you stopped. Are you done with that shelf?
Oh, no, not
Well,
yet.
keep looking while I talk. How familiar are you with quantum physics?
Oh god, we're gonna keep going.
Never mind.
Oh
don't
god,
answer
it's
that.
playing the science
I'll
music.
try and keep it simple for you. Let's see.
Uh,
Hand me that box, will you?
oh, you're gonna do Schrodinger's cat, aren't you? Alright, this one's sure. I handed the box I'd examined over to her. She set it down the desk and opened the top.
Also... Ah,
Yep.
there's a stuffed lion over there.
Yep, she's gonna do Schrodinger's
Perfect.
cat.
He's part of Felidae, too.
Felidae, Jesus. Don't be quoting genuses at me. With that, she grabbed the lion and tossed it unceremoniously into the box. She also took a weight and an ink jar and put them in next to the lion.
All right, everything's ready.
Ready?
Remember that book in the crew quarters about Schrodinger's cat?
Yes.
It relates to all this stuff I've been talking about. Anyway, come look at the box.
What about looking for the...
This'll only take a minute. Now look.
I shrugged and peered into the box.
What do you see?
I shouldn't be mean. Some people may not have actually know what Schrodinger's cat is. I just... Too many anime games. Too many anime games quote Schrodinger's cat. Well, there's a stuffed lion.
From now on, that's a cat. A living cat. This is important. Got it?
Yeah, it's a cat meow.
Oh, man. This again?
Sorry. I can't help it.
I find that hard to believe. Ugh, fine. Maybe I can just ignore it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
Alright, what else do you see?
A weight that's not even a pond, and a jar of ink.
Right. Now the weight is going to be radioactive material, and the jar of ink is full of poisonous gas.
What? I'm getting out of here.
Idiot. It's not really full of gas. This is just imagine that it's full of gas. So, what's the weight?
Radioactive material.
And the jar of ink.
It's full of poisonous gas.
Exactly. Good work. Now, there's one other thing you need to know about the jar. If it's struck by any of the alpha particles the radioactive material emits, it'll break. These particles are emitted randomly, but there's a 50% chance that one of them will come into contact with the jar over the course of an hour. So let's close the lid. And pretend an hour has passed. Here's the question. Is the cat inside of the box alive or dead? You can't open the box to check. And you can't hit the box. Obviously, you can't shake it either. It's also been soundproofed, so the cat could be howling up a storm in there and you'd never know. Basically, you have no idea what's going on inside the box. Do you remember what happens if the alpha particles hit the jar?
It breaks, gas fills the box, the cat inhales it, and death will whisk her away.
And what if the jar doesn't break?
The cat lives to tell the tale.
Haha. And what are the chances of either of those things happening?
About 50%.
Uh-huh. So, what's your answer? Is the cat alive or dead?
I can't possibly know.
Then guess. It's not hard. Alive or dead?
It's dead. The world's a harsh place for a cat. I have feline. The poor kitty's dead.
You're...
It's alive?
That's wrong too.
Then what's the right answer?
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
What? How does it make any sense?
It's an extrapolation of something we see at the atomic level. We don't know if an atom is spinning upward or downward until we measure it. Before it's measured, those two possibilities coexist. But as soon as the measurement is taken, obviously, only one possibility is the truth. That's what's happening with the alpha particles. Since we can't know when they were emitted or where, we only know the probability that they'll impact the jar. Because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box, that becomes the entire system.
I don't like Schrodinger's cat. I don't like the thought experiment. I don't know quantum physics. I will state that for the record for everyone here. However, I will say this. There is an answer to whether the cat is alive or dead. There is an answer. We don't know what the answer is yet, but we know there's an answer. We know how to measure the answer, so there's an answer. So I don't understand why the solution is neither, when there is an answer in the binary choice. I don't know. Maybe it makes more sense if you know quantum physics and you're thinking of it from a micro level, but the thought experiment of Schrodinger's cat itself doesn't make sense.
In other words, the box is like the atom. We don't know how the cat's life or death situation has resolved itself until we look at it. Until we do, it's just a bunch of possibilities.
Okay, Carter, do you want to debate this with me, or do you want to call me stupid? There is an answer. There is one answer to this question. It is alive or it is dead. There is one answer. We know how to measure the answer by opening the box. So it's not even like a theoretical thing.
Do you get it? If the cat in the box is possibilities,
then it's both alive and dead.
Right. So, let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth.
I don't watch Rick and Morty. I'm not Ultra Giga Brain.
Meow. What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive.
I'm not smart enough for Rick and Morty. Oh god, the wubba wubba dub. I'm a pickle. Oh god, it just goes right over my head. It's just too intelligent for me.
Anyway, that's Schrodinger's cat. The
I hate
many
it.
worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
I hate Schrodinger's cat. So there's another world out there where this cat died.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Right, you're 7 minutes behind, Jesus. To be fair, you have to have a pretty
It's like
high
that
IQ
cat
to
tick of
understand.
yours cleared up.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, your story was pretty
Insane.
insane. You don't think so? Just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time. And if the moment the lid's open is determines whether or not the cat's dead, then it's almost like events in the future can determine the past. I mean, the cat doesn't die when you open the lid, so it must have already been dead.
Exactly. You've experienced it, haven't you?
That's not what that means, though. The world goes on even if you're not observing it. Just because you open the box and it's dead does not mean that it died when you opened the box. It's, oh my god, I hate Schrodinger's cat so much. It's way too simplistic of a metaphor. It is dead or alive regardless of you observing it. That is the answer. It is not both alive and dead. It is one or the other. And you, as a human being, do not have the knowledge of the universe necessary to know until you open the box. Doesn't mean it's both.
Think back.
What on earth are you talking about? Think back. I didn't double click.
When you chose Betray, what was my vote? But what
Ally.
happened this time?
I chose Ally and you chose Betray.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline. When did you push the button?
Right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain. If you chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was Betray. But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours. Don't you think that's strange? You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
That my choice in the future altered your actions in the past.
Yeah. From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it.
Okay, that makes sense from this whole sci-fi perspective that the game is presenting. However, Schrodinger's cat does not explain the sci-fi concept that it's presenting. It is not the same thing. You cannot compare the two.
Look at this die. I found it over there. Let me
Jesus,
give you one
how
last
many-
example.
Stop giving me examples. This is the third example you've given me. I understand. I get it. I understand the concept. As she spoke, she tossed the die into the box and quickly shut the lid.
All right. Answer this question. What number is the die on?
5. It's not a 5, is it?
Okay. I'm going to open the lid. Good job. You got it right.
That was just a fluke.
Was it?
Huh?
Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on?
5, of course.
Haven't you been paying attention? The die is still a collection
not-
of atoms, isn't it? I don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying before you opened the lid, the die was on all the numbers?
Uh-huh. That's one way to look at it, at least.
And then when you opened the lid, it was just one number.
Or it might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
You're bending the thought experiment of Schrodinger's cat to suit your sci-fi narrative so hard that you are breaking what the Schrodinger's cat analogy is supposed to represent. It's not this. Huh? Wait, what do you mean?
Your choice in the future has an effect on the past.
That's crazy.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to
I really
say.
should let it go. This is a sci-fi game. Sci-fi games play fast and loose with philosophy and science. This is playing very fast and loose with While you could consider Schrodinger's cat a quantum physics question, I consider it more a philosophy question, and it is playing very fast and loose with that concept, and I hate that.
We got a little off topic there, but I think I made my point.
You really did it, but I'll accept what you're trying to say.
Reality separates off into an infinite number of branches for each and every possibility. You and I seem to be able to jump from branch to branch. Of course, our bodies aren't doing the jumping. Our consciousnesses just sort of dive into other versions of ourselves in other worlds.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, I think I get it now, dude. That's how you knew my name, right? You jumped in from another world, my guy. That's how you knew the other things you shouldn't have known, dude. Fucking got him.
That's the best I can figure out, at least. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all
God.
our memories when we jump.
I miss getting high. It's kind of losing me, not because she's talking about shit I don't understand. I'm just disagreeing with her. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I understand the concept. I just disagree with her interpretation of the concept. When you smoke the weed, the stream lagged. That's really funny. When you smoke the weed, the stream lagged. It doesn't mean that the people in the timelines they jump to are still fucked. If you're going by their theory, then Phi and Sigma are the only people that are safe. The rest of them die when they are killed. In the timelines they are currently in. So fuck those guys, alright? Fortunately, it seems like we don't retain all of our memories when we jump.
Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works, but whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited.
You seem to be fairly limited.
And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
That's why when someone asks us how we know X, all we can think of to say is, I just knew.
Yeah.
What's causing this then? I don't remember ever doing this before, so why did it start now?
If we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble. It's just...
Just what?
Well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here. There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do. Why would he have left that Schrodinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
You're a kitten, are ya? Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrodinger's cat experiment. And all 9 of us are locked up inside the box, right, meow?
And what if you've got it backwards?
Backwards?
We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
Then the moment we step out of this place.
Yeah, we might be determining the history of the world outside.
That's not... That's... No. That is not how that works. We are human beings with individual consciousnesses. I can't say the word. You know what I'm trying to say. Consciousnesses. We are all individual human beings. Us escaping does not influence the other 6 billion consciousness out there. That's not how that works. Sigma and Phi swap minds with the ones from the other timeline. Yes and no. More yes than no, I'll say, Carter. You've pretty much got the grasp on it. But you gotta understand that Sigma was killed when he chose Betray, and now he's alive again with the memories of the Betray option. So it's not exactly switching. It is still technically a cumulative experience. Technically, he is still going in a straight line for him. He just doesn't necessarily remember everything that came before as he goes down the straight line. but at the same time, there is mind swapping going on too, because for him, as he goes down one point, he may stop here and then go here and go down this point. But he's still, but that's from a world timeline. From his perspective, he's still going linearly. Time travel's already complicated, and the time travel that Virtue's Last Rewards presents is extra complicated. And I fucking love it. It's incredible. No way. Yeah, no way. It doesn't make sense. Why would the actions of me escaping this determine the results of the other 6 billion people in the world? That doesn't make sense ever. I had 1,000 other questions before I could open my mouth to ask them.
Oh, good.
Hello, Clover.
There you are.
Did you murder anyone?
Did something happen? Yes, we found it.
Found what?
What do you mean, what? What else could we find? The bomb! The other antimatter bomb.
Lit dog.
The number 2 bomb is in the control room.
Oh, that's not good. The control room is where the fucking antimatter generator was. Is this it?
Yeah.
This is one of them, all right.
And it's the number 2, apparently. Or at least we found them all now.
No, like Kay said.
No, there could be more.
There might be a number 4 bomb out there. We have no way to know.
Did you tell anyone else about this, Clover?
Well, not really. But, I wasn't the first person to find it.
Who was?
Kay and Luna. After they found it, they came to the infirmary and told the rest of us.
Who was in the infirmary?
Everyone.
How could the future change anything with the past? The past already happened. Because it's not the past is the reason. So you're thinking of the timeline from this perspective right here. You're thinking of time starts here and it continues down in a straight-ish line. That's what you're thinking of. That is not what's happening. The reason why the past can affect, the reason why the future can change the past is because while time is running down in a stream, Sigma and Phi themselves is bouncing around the goddamn stream, changing the flow of the stream. So by learning information here, they can change what happens here. And from anyone else's perspective, the future is changing the past. But from their perspective, they're still going down, if you follow my cursor, a very straight linear line. That is why the flow of time for the world is going differently than the flow of time for Sigma and Phi. And since they are in such a contained warehouse, the flow of time they're experiencing can affect the actual flow of time. In the real world, this wouldn't do much. Being able to bounce around timelines would not do much in the real world where there's 6 billion people. You would not be able to change the 6 billion destinies by bouncing around timelines. However, in a tight-knit room such as this, where there's only 9 people, 2 people being able to change or travel to wherever they want is 2 out of 9 people, which is very significant. What are you guys saying? I think of it as everything's predetermined to think, like, let's say I give you the red pill, the blue pill, one has a poison, the other doesn't, but I don't know which one you'll choose because it's predetermined. So no matter what, you won't choose the poison one. Predeterminism has nothing to do with this game. You are correct from a predeterminist standpoint. That is the correct ideal. I would argue, however, that predeterminism has nothing to do with this game. It's more like what I just explained with the timelines. Remember where Phi got the Schrodinger's cat shit from? Yeah, I was thinking of it from an in real life. Oh, and in real life, this wouldn't function. This wouldn't fly. If I were to travel back in time to my high school days, I could not affect what someone was doing in India because I don't live in India. I can't affect all 6 billion people at once, even if I time travel throughout my own timeline. Yeah, no, what Carter's saying is very correct. I just think this is not a game where the philosophy is predeterminism. The philosophy of the game is very much people can affect, individuals can make changes in a micro level. So the micro level of this game is there's 9 people, and 2 of them can remember what happens when they do something and it doesn't, or when it does or doesn't work. That's still not Schrodinger's cat technically, because they have the answer. Schrodinger's cat, you don't know what the answer is, whether it's the right call or the not right call. However, they know what the right call is because they can travel through timelines. So Schrodinger's cat still doesn't apply in the situation. In my mind, Schrodinger's cat is more of a philosophy of until we measure it, we can't rule anything out. That's what that means. It does not mean that all options are true until it's measured, because the world that we live in is very strict in its rule set. Even if time travel became a thing, there would still be strict rules in time travel. This game has strict rules of time travel. We can time travel wherever we want, but we can only do so along our own timeline and our own bodies. Our body has to be there for us to time travel. So there's still rules. We can't do whatever the fuck we want. If one person could travel through their own life or change what they do, I mean, you can affect a lot in your own timeline that would technically create a ripple effect, but my argument is that even a ripple effect would not reach every person on the planet. I don't think there's a possibility. We have too many cultures all divided for it to make sense for one person that's not like a important political figure. There's a very big difference there. I'm not a big political figure. If I choose to eat an apple tomorrow instead of a banana, it's not gonna affect anyone except me. If I go outside tomorrow and I slap someone that I wouldn't have normally slapped, it's not gonna affect anyone except me, them, and anyone they choose to tell, and anyone I choose to tell. And then maybe the people they choose to tell and the people I choose to tell would go on to explain to other people what happened. But it would not expand into the entire world, which is what Fi is suggesting when she says what we choose here is going to affect whether the people outside are alive or dead. That was a very long-winded philosophy kind of rant. It just, I don't know. I have a big problem. Anime games like to bring up Schrodinger's cat a lot, and they always get it wrong, and it pisses me off. Let's get back to it.
Tenmyoji and Dio were there. So were Alice and Clark, of course. Although they were still asleep.
So everyone who wasn't asleep knows about the bomb. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. In the comments, Carter's saying, yes, think of it as they're both existing at once, because until you know, it's both alive or dead. But as I said before, there is still a correct response. There is still a correct response. If I were to be locked in a box for 10 years and then I walked out one day, I couldn't just say to myself, the people outside are both alive and dead. No, there's only 2 options. They are alive, they are dead. Society is alive, society is dead. There are only 2 options. Just because I don't know which option is correct does not mean that they are both correct. It means that one is correct and I as an individual don't know which. Both timelines exist kind of in the same timeline. still don't agree with that, because time is still flowing linearly for Phi and Sigma, just not the same linearly that it exists for both of us. We experience time in the way that it is very much dictated by a starting point and a stopping point. We have no control over the points in between, while Sigma and Phi have control of the points in between. There is a starting point, A point, B point, end point. We, as normal individuals that can't time travel, go from start to A to B, B to end, while as Sigma and Phi, in the context of this game, can go from start to B, B to A to start, start to end to B. They can do whatever the fuck they want, but it is still technically linear from their standpoint. When you make the choice, either the past where everyone is alive or the one where everyone is dead stops existing. But it doesn't. Not for you. You're still experiencing time linearly, just not the same linearly as everyone else. And even if we were to go down the whole thing of when you make the choice, the other timeline stops existing, that's not accurate either. By the whole multi-world theory, any choice we make ever keeps going. It doesn't keep going for you as an individual, but it keeps going. Just because I chose yes does not mean the no timeline stops existing. It still keeps existing. And if I had the power to change whatever decision I made from yes to no, I would keep experiencing the no timeline as well. I don't know. We're gonna keep debating about this. But I don't want... the cat is in the box. I agree. God, hold on. Let's just let the game keep going while we debate about this.
Right
Jesus.
after we came
I
here
feel
to
bad
look at
for
the
everyone's
bones,
just like,
they all
everyone
left.
shut the fuck up
They
and
were
just
going
play
to
the
go look for
story.
you two.
Carter, I'll let you keep going. What about Alice and
They're
Quark?
the same. Still sleeping. We checked them out just to be sure, but they seemed fine.
That's good. Vi and I looked at one another and let out a small sigh of relief. Honestly, this is more interesting than the game. Fuck you, Ryan.
Oh, right.
It says you've played this game before.
I checked everybody's bracelets when we were in the infirmary. Did you want to know what they were?
Oops. Okay. So, it took her only a moment to explain. Alice is a green solo, Quark is a blue solo. Dio's bracelet made him a yellow pair. And Timioji was a cyan pair. Hold up. Okay. Carter's saying, Schrodinger's cat. The cat is in the box. Imagine in the box there are two timelines that are contained within the box. Timeline A, the cat is alive. Timeline D, the cat is dead. These both exist at once. But when you do a thing, let's say Sigma hits the woe, Timeline A gets erased from within the box while Timeline D still exists. On the other hand, if Sigma hits the nay, Timeline D would get erased and Timeline A would still stay. You're ignoring the many worlds theory when you talk about this. And I don't think the theories are mutually exclusive. You know, there are two ways to approach this. There's a single timeline in the world, and there's the multi-timeline in the world. I think for Schrodinger's cat to even exist, the multi-theory world has to automatically be true. The single timeline implies predeterminism. It implies no free will, it implies no choice. While Schrodinger's cat, the whole theory is about choice. If you ignore the multi-world theory, you can't... If you apply the multi-world theory, like we just said, because it has to be applied, Timeline A will not stop existing just because I decided to go down Timeline D path, or because the Timeline D path was decided for me. Timeline A doesn't stop existing. Thus, the issue of the cat is in there and would know if it was dead or not wouldn't be an issue because both timelines exist. Okay, so we agree on that. Both timelines exist. We agree on this. I kind of see what you're saying. I just don't think what you're saying is disagreeing with what I'm saying. You can go to a predeterminism one timeline, which can't apply in the situation because the game literally provides a physical evidence that there's not one timeline. I would say, but we're going back to the whole... I don't think Schrodinger's cat is a good analysis for time travel or different timelines. I really don't think it is. You're right, you're right. We're both saying, we're kind of saying the same thing at this point. But I don't think that Schrodinger's cat is a good analogy. It's not good enough. It's like almost there, but not good enough, you know? I imagine characters talking and Matt and Carter just interrupt them to continue their debate. Dude, if Carter and I, can you imagine if there was if there was 11 people, the original 9, and just me and Carter just fucking sitting in the corner sipping tea, just being like, yes, but have you considered this? Everyone would fucking hate us. No, Carter, but I do like debating with you. You're bringing up a lot of good points.
The next set of doors to open are going to be the white doors. That means we'll have to mix our colors so that we get white.
I don't necessarily agree with those points. I do think you're bringing up some stuff that I wasn't necessarily thinking of. If I laid out what that would mean, option A, there should be only one option. Fine Tomioji would pair with me. Kane Dio would pair with Quark. Clover and Luna would pair with Alice. Alice and Quark, who are currently lying on a bed.
Huh? There's only one option?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why she even called it option A. It is just option, the one and only. It is option alpha and omega. Any other combinations don't make white. What about Alice and Quark? Luna said it's gonna be a while till they wake up.
We'll just have to carry them. The secondary doors won't open without 3 bracelets. And if we can't open them...
Yeah, we'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Don't worry, I'm on her team.
Don't worry about Alice, I'm on her team. Are you saying you can carry her?
Yeah, well, I can get Luna to help me.
True. I'm sure she'd be happy to help.
But what about Quark?
He's on Kay's team. There shouldn't be any issues there.
Fair. Well, we need to figure out what we're gonna do about this bomb. Is anyone else worried about this? We're supposed to end this timeline very soon. Are we gonna blow up? Well, we still need to figure out what we're gonna do about this bomb. Alice said we should be safe as long as it's not triggered with the remote.
Maybe, but we can't just leave them here forever. I mean, if they go off,
1 second.
then everything in like a couple 100 kilometers is gonna get fried.
Wait, a couple 100 kilometers? What are you talking about? That bomb should only have about as much explosive power as a ton of TNT. Which is nothing to sniff at. That's nowhere near the kind of yield you're talking about.
It could be. What if these bombs are just like the detonator?
Oh, you mean there might be a bunch of more anti-hydrogen around here somewhere? Yeah, right over there.
The reactor.
Yeah. There is supposed to only be 18 antimatter reactors in the whole world. If that's one of them, then there's a lot of anti-hydrogen.
How much is a lot?
3.5 kilograms.
3.5? We are fucked. That's like 10,000 more times than Alice's 350 milligrams.
If there really is that much,
And if it does explode,
Then we would be looking at an explosion roughly 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
I could take it. No, that's insane.
Wait, Clover, how did you know that?
know what?
That's
Well, that's
Wait, what?
during
Stuff
my
about
training,
The stuff about antimatter reactors. During my training for what?
my job?
Ah, of course. I didn't realize waiters these days need to memorize how many operational antimatter reactors there were worldwide, or how much fuel each one of those reactors might be storing. You don't work at a cafe, do ya?
Did you hear about that from Alice?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Fuck. Well, she's right then. And why are you using antimatter reactors at a cafe?
that's, what we call the coffee machines.
You're a fucking idiot, Clover. What? Are you fucking with me?
I'm telling you the truth. I work at a cafe. It just might, be a kind of fake job to divert attention. I think they call it a cover.
Then what's your real
What?
job?
I'm sorry. I really can't tell you anything else.
Why not?
It's classified.
Classified by who?
The government?
Which government? That's right. So, why am I actually getting mad? I'm getting mad in real life at her. Alice said it was her job to eliminate enemies out of the state or something. So you two do work together.
Oh no! Check your bracelets. How much time do we have left?
What are you talking
How
about?
long until the doors open? Come on, quickly!
You can check it yourself, first of all. Damn, we were supposed to have met up 5 minutes ago.
I'm heading back then. Remember, we're supposed to meet at the infirmary.
I will actually beat
You guys
your
hurry
ass.
back, okay?
I will
Bye.
spank you into oblivion. Hey, you haven't... Damn it. I'm gonna smack her ass so hard she stops existing. And she's gone. Fine. She's right, you know. We need to get going.
Hold on. I need to check something really quick.
What?
Oh, there you are. You're late. What were you doing?
Fucking.
Nothing.
When we arrived, everyone else was already back. Quark and Alice hadn't left, of course. They were just both sleeping soundly. Any trace of the madness we'd seen earlier long gone.
Clover told us. You've seen...
I didn't double click. You've seen the bomb in the control room. Yeah, with our own eyes.
What the hell should we do? That makes 3 bombs.
Well, we have to do something. They're bombs, for God's sake.
There's a quick and simple solution.
Really?
Remember what Alice said?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So, if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Not a problem. We've resolved that issue.
Huh?
Show them.
I nodded and pulled it out of my pocket.
That was in the safe in the control room.
Exactly. We didn't have any idea what it was at first, but Fi figured it out. After Clover left, we tested it.
Turned out I was right. It fit perfectly.
Couldn't get it to do anything, though. We plugged in a couple random characters, but all we got was an error.
Still, I'm sure this is the thing Alice was talking about. We just didn't have the right password.
But why was it in the control room?
Do you think Zero Senior put it here for us?
That would suggest it was also Zero Senior who set up the bombs.
Doesn't that seem odd, though? Zero Senior wants us to play the nonary game, right? So why would he set bombs?
Maybe he wants to blow this whole place up if someone commits some crazy violation of the rules?
That doesn't make sense. Our bracelets already have poison in them. If someone breaks a rule, all he has to do is activate their bracelet.
Yeah, you're right. Someone else is trying to blow this place up.
Well, whatever the case is, there's one thing we can be sure of. The person who set these bombs is one of us. Whether or not that person is also Zero Senior isn't particularly relevant at the moment. But what is relevant is that they know the deactivation password. If we can figure out who that person is and question them.
We can get the password and turn the bombs off.
Exactly. That would be my quick and easy method. So fess up. Which one of you set the bombs? Not that I expect you to do that. So, we're going to be checking everyone.
Checking us?
Yes. Once they're set, the bombs are controlled by a remote. It stands to reason that whoever set them has that remote.
So you're gonna search us for it?
Yes. But no
Dio
buts.
calling it.
If you refuse, that implicates you. Do what I say and you'll be fine, assuming you are actually innocent. Understand? No reason to wait. Let's get started. Anyone want to volunteer to go first? No? Alright. Let's see.
Choose Dio first. He's the most suspicious.
Huh?
Wait. You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Fi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person... That person! You did it! The room was suddenly silent. You had to blue-ball me? You blue-balled me? You fucking blue-balled me! To be continued. Are you kidding me? To be continued. God, we're almost 15 hours in. We don't even have one ending yet. Who planted the bomb? Alright, well, that's a blue ball ending. It's okay, we only technically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more left. And we've done like 7. Oh god, why is this game like this? I love this game so much, it's still 10 out of 10 for me. Trust me. I know that the whole... It's not a fake out ending, technically. Technically, it's something that's a little frustrating. You gotta realize that the player themselves is not Sigma. Sigma has realized who did it, but we're not, as the player, not allowed to continue down this path until we realize how Sigma knows how he knows who did it, which is somewhere in these other branches. Anyways, I'm gonna end this here. I don't know where we're gonna go next, though. I'm gonna say probably down this path. I don't know, these two are very long. I might save these till last. I don't really know how this goes anymore. We'll see. We'll see what we do next. I might go down the Timioji path. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for putting up with my bullshit. We unlocked one lock, and we immediately found another lock. We actually did a lot today. We got a lock over here. How can Find K be saved? Got a lock over here. Who planted the bomb? We still have this whole solve the mystery of the two-headed lion, which is not a lock technically for some reason. So we have 3 locks so far, but we did end up opening one. We didn't mean to open it, but how do we stop Fi? We stop her by knowing the Latin shit she said to us. So we went down and down. I think it works. Normally I would just go ahead and start, but I did say I was going to end this around 9, and we did just get an ending. So I might as well not start a new timeline. Anyways, you guys let me know what you want. Do you want me to finish up the Luna path, as we have down here? Do you want me to start the Tenmyoji path, or do you want me to do something in the Alice path? You guys let me know in the Discord, and I will see you all later. Anyways, it's been a lot of fun, guys. I love this game. I will always love this game. And I hope you guys love it too. Bye, everyone.